Everybody wants to make a lot of money, and one vehicle to doing this is with CS investing. Over the years, a huge community of CS investors has spawned and grown, and this video is going to go ahead and break down this silly, stupid, but also great community that we've built over the years. Also, shout out Doo-Wop, he's kind of the inspiration for this video, so see, I'm just kind of stealing your content and repurposing it. Anyway, we'll get into that after a word from our sponsor, Skins Monkey. Everyone knows the richest monkey is the one with the most bananas. If you want to get some bananas for yourself, check out the sponsor of this video, Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is the easiest way to trade out your dusty old skins for some bright and shiny new ones. Skins Monkey has a clean and easy to use UI, and using my code Nalo will give you two different bonuses. First is a free $5, and the second is a deposit bonus. And even if you don't have any skins to trade, Skins Monkey also has you covered with daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways that you can enter completely for free. So make sure to check out Skins Monkey with the link below. Alright, starting off with an absolute banger here, we have Paris Investors. If you're a Paris investor, you're either one of two types of people. You're either guts from Berserk, because for all these years and all these majors, we've had these super amazing, successful investments, and then Paris came along and you bought into it thinking it's going to be this great thing, and then it kind of just derailed and went against all the previous majors we've ever had. At this point, you guys have definitely been through a lot, especially this little recent stint where TDM Jesus used his massive brain to figure out what 100 million times 4 is. The other type of person that you might be if you're a Paris investor, though, is just like the baby. Paris was definitely a vehicle for a lot of noobs to get into CS investing. There were all these channels like jumping on the investment hype train, making content about Paris, spiking the hype up for it. They were terrible videos by people who had no idea what they were talking about, just totally farming it for content. So we definitely had some like Skibbity Toilet #1 fans here that kind of joined the investing community through Paris. Alright, next up we have the Cat14 Investors. These are the old heads of the community. You're the people that comment under Playboy Cardi songs going, "Back in my day we had people like Nas rapping. This new wave sucks." You're the guy who recently found the Wii era Frutiger Arrow playlist on YouTube. Can't let old things go, probably still think about your ex from 5 years ago. She's already moved on. The other type of Cat14 investor is like the heart of China, total businessman type guy. Bluetooth headset, nice suit, probably have a car elevator for some reason. Your family owns like 4 skyscrapers, just a comically large amount of money, making the Shark Tank look like minnows. You own some $13,000 dog, buying 4 Titan Hollows even though you just started the game 3 days ago. Money's just not an issue. Okay, next up on the chopping block is the craft investors. You're somebody who just really likes to take it slow. You're not really too concerned with the short term. You're like the guy who rolls up to a college party and brings like gushers. Just totally out of left field, but it's really appreciated and actually a really cool thing to do. You're just like a really chill dude, you know? You're just not really too concerned with making the short term profit. You're okay with just buying like cool stuff that you like, letting it sit, letting it simmer, losing a little bit of money on it in the short term. Your inventory is an art gallery that rivals the Louvre. You're just like a good friend, you know, the golden retriever of the investing world. Not very smart, but you make up for it in other ways. Alright, next up we got another baby investor. This is the dude that invests in active case skins. Your inventory is actually not really an investment, but you gotta convince yourself that that print stream is worth buying somehow. You probably looked at one of Fano's community posts. A lot of you are sitting there shying away from your screens right now. No, Nalo, trust me, there's a good reason I bought this Legion of Anubis. You're the type of guy who buys field-tested skins, like that episode of SpongeBob where there's just a whole bunch of diapers. You got this really, really nice looking inventory, and then you start clicking on the skins and you notice they're all 0.261, $13 print streams. It's like the most counterintuitive thing to investing ever, but I know you guys exist. I know you're out there looking at esport fire indexes like it applies to you. It's like a guilty pleasure. You know you're doing something wrong, but you know if you bought a whole bunch of cases and capsules, you'd probably just unbox them. You're just like a low self-control type of guy. Alright, next up, the case investors. You guys are the Polar Express kid of the investing world. You got like 15 different investment channels open in Discord. Spend your whole day there. Some dude says he's looking at some operation skin as an investment, and you're like, actually. You're the guy that everybody hates. Like, seriously, let's just have a heart-to-heart for a second. Everybody hates you. You have the personality of, like, unsalted salt. You look like this guy in real life. There's nothing interesting about your inventory. It's like 38 different storage units. They're not even named anything funny. They got these, like, robotic-ass names. Like, you ask ChatGPT to name all your storage units. Spectrum 1 Part A. Spectrum 1 Part B. You know what? You're on the spectrum. Okay. Alright. Alright, we'll stop there. Your inventory just sucks, man. It's nothing interesting. People don't want you on their Steam friends list. Not because your inventory is boring, but just because you're an annoying person. Probably got the default profile picture on Discord, even though you've had your account for like 14 years. You're probably just like middle management at some random corporation, and your job title doesn't even make sense. You're like the executive director of directors of management. Just a total nothing burger of a person. But hey, you make good money on your CS investments, so you know. You sucked all the life out of the game, but at least you have that. Alright, next up a short one. We got the Capsule Investors. Capsule Investors are like the guys who wish they were case investors. They're spending 25 cents for each of their capsules. Case investors were able to spend 3. You're the guy who buys like great value stuff at the grocery store. It's cheaper, but your bread has more high fructose corn syrup in it than a Sprite. You're just as boring as a case investor, but you have to spend more money than them, and that low-key makes you a little bit mad. You're the guy that's like one level under the case investor at the corporation. You're like the executive director of directors, but you're just not quite there at the same level. You're getting abused at your company by the case investor. You gotta go to lunch with him and watch him beat his chest like he's Matthew McConaughey. Alright, now we have the true psychos of the investing world, and I'm not talking like Hello Kitty girlfriend psycho. I'm talking like Joker from Batman psycho. These are the Souvenir Investors. These are characters. These are real characters. These guys are doing something that no one else is doing. You're on CS Float selling a battle-scarred sawed-off for like $48. You're like the 11-year-old prodigy at a chess tournament, sitting there emotionless and blank-faced, crushing people 3 times your age. You got something wrong up there. You know, one of those cogs isn't turning all the way. You're like an autistic savant, like you can get into a helicopter and then paint the skyline from memory. Everyone just misunderstands you. You bought an M4A4 radiation hazard back in 2016 for $3, and now you're about to go sell it and put a down payment on a house. Meanwhile, the rest of us are figuring out that an M4 radiation hazard actually exists in the game. You have this collection of voodoo dolls at your house. One of them looks like Stewie 2K, doing rituals on them to make them play better so your souvenirs go up in value. Weird person, your methods make no sense, but you're making money, and that's what matters. So that's what your investment style says about you. My last video got pretty good traction and it was more a comedic style, so I decided to go with that for this video as well. Maybe I should have been doing this all along. Anyway, hope you enjoyed and all that junk. Please scroll down and click like, please. It helps me a lot. I need to feed my family. Subscribe to the channel. I'll make more videos like this. Check out my Discord server, my Twitter, great communities over there, and check out Skins Monkey. Thanks a lot, guys. See you next time. Peace.